What's going on, family? You're tuned in to Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Don't be shocked. I know you don't hear James' voice. He here. He is here. James is here. McGill is here. Jeff Kaufman from the law office of Kaufman Lane is here. But I'm hosting tonight because we do have a special guest. He will be at the Orlando Funny Bone this weekend, November 22nd through the 24th. Make sure you go out and get your tickets. Put your hands together for Mr. Shula King, everybody.
Let him hit. Come on now. Come on. Give it to him. Let him hit. Give it to him.
What's up, brother?
I appreciate it, man. What's going on, fellas?
Man, we doing great.
Show, man.
Thank you for being here with us, man. It's an honor and a privilege, for real, man. You done made us laugh our asses off over the years. We appreciate you.
I don't know. The pleasure's mine, man. Pleasure's mine. I'm glad somebody want to talk to me.
Hey, Shula's at the Funny Bone this weekend. Shula, every time we have a comedian on, we've had a bunch of comics on. We got to know the origin story, man. How long you been doing comedy? Where did you start, and how was your first ever show?
Okay, so I've been doing comedy for 20 years. April of this year marked 20 years for me.
God bless.
In my hometown in Sumter, South Carolina. I was actually at the NCO Club on Shaw Air Force Base. So how I was always like telling jokes, it was funny. But once I got to like maybe 11th, 12th grade, freshman in college, they was like, yo, man, you need to be a comedian. And I really didn't want to be no comedian, but they was like, man, I'm telling you, man, you need to be a comedian. So when I finally decided I wanted to do it, I was working part-time at a music store. For any Gen Zs out there, a music store is...
I knew exactly.
Yeah,
he was going.
If it's anybody that was born in like the 2000s or the 90s, let me just stop and say a music store is actually a place where you went to go buy music. You could only either listen to it on television, radio, and then you had to go actually purchase music. You'd be surprised. They have everything there, and you buy it. They were little pieces of plastic that the music would be on called CDs. Some of them would be vinyl, like records.
What?
Cassette tapes. Google all this. I'm not making
my
none of this
God.
stuff. Okay, they put music on plastic containers. It was wild. It was a crazy time. So anyway, I was working in a music store part-time, and a
like
promoter,
plastic, like in the ocean.
Yeah. Like that.
Funny.
But a promoter came in and he was handing out flyers. For those of you who don't know what a promoter is, a promoter.
You're stupid. You're so stupid.
I'm just saying, like, because all of this, we talking about dinosaurs now.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I mean, but the promoter came in and he was actually handing out flyers. A flyer is a piece of paper that actually the information on the show. It would have the picture of who's going to be there, the date, time, phone number. Like, people would have to call and get tickets, or they'd actually come to the venue. I know I don't have to explain this to y'all, but I'm saying,
yeah, they're like, you had to call.
We had to
call
a phone that a landline
line.
Like, you know what?
Gen Z just turned it off. Nah, we ain't doing
They
that.
like, you know what? Don't
show off.
I like when you explain a promoter, because I expect you to be like, a promoter is a person who may or may not pay you.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly.
If you hear the following phrase, "Let me holler at you," you're not getting paid.
Exactly. You know what I mean? But no,
If the word exposure is used.
Right. Nah, but it was crazy. Like, he came in, so he was promoting the show, but I started asking him a bunch of questions about comedy, this, that, and whatever. And I guess, he just kind of looked at me and was like, "Was you a comedian?" And before I could say no, the girl that was working at the store with me said yes. And he was like, "All right, look, whether you figure out whether you are or not, let me know." He wrote his number down on one of the flyers, and I still remember his name was Ike. I never saw him again, but he wrote his number down on one of the flyers.
I called the promoter.
They told him that I wanted to do it. He gave me 3 minutes, and the show was at the NCO Club on Shaw Air Force Base in Sumter. I don't know, y'all may be familiar with these names, but the host of the show was Big Kenny from out of Atlanta. I think the feature or the headliner for that show was Barbara Carlisle.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Barbara Carlisle. Me and Barbara still have a relationship to this day. So did me and Kenny. I mean, yeah, being Big Kenny. So turned out, ended up becoming my frat brother after I pledged. And then another person that was on that show was a comedian by the name of Sugar Bear who passed away. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a
I
great
like
situation.
how traditional promoter that was, where he was
Yeah,
like, "Well, you figure out if you're a comic or not, but if you are, I'll put some time for you."
yeah,
Yeah.
You know?
3 minutes.
3 minutes,
3 minutes, yo, man. If you
Yeah,
listen, we got Shula King November 22nd through the 24th. He will be at the Orlando Funny Bone. Make sure you got to get your tickets. How did you come up with your name, man?
man. So I came up with my name because my real name, my birth name is Frank Williams, but
Mm-hmm.
it was at the time it was
Oh,
too many Williamses in comedy. Like, you got Doug Williams, you got Cat Williams. And if you say, when I was thinking in me in my mind at the time, people will still listen to the radio. So if you say Frank Williams too fast, it would sound like Cat Williams. So I was
Yeah.
like, I got to come up with a name that nobody else has. And where a name that where only if you said this name, the only thing you would think of was me. So Shula is that's the name of the street that I grew up on. I grew up on Shula Drive, and King is actually for God. So I was just like, all right, I'll never forget where I come from. I never forget about God. So I just put it together. That was it.
It is, man, and it's stuck
Nice,
with you.
nice.
People know you, Shula
People
King.
know you for that name,
Yeah, bro.
because if the average person would, if they didn't look you up, they would think that's your name. Like Jamie
Mm-hmm.
Foxx. If you didn't look Jamie Foxx up, you
yeah,
would
Yeah,
not know that's not Jamie
his
Foxx's name.
name is Aaron Bishop or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Yo, yo, listen to Shula King this weekend, Orlando Funny Bone, November 22nd through the 24th. Make sure you get your tickets. You got one of the greatest shout outs and compliments of all time of any comedian.
Mm.
And that's from Bernie Mac's wife, bro. And,
Yeah.
and I'm watching the video of you. I've seen it 100 times. Like you can tell the emotions that it sent through you, man. So speak on how you felt at that moment and how that even came about.
Okay. So they had been trying to get me for a couple of years. They've been trying to get me to do that event, and I was just always, I wasn't able to do it. I was just busy. And then when the opportunity came up for me to do it, it was like I really just made a point to get there. You know what I mean? Because my brother-in-law was retiring from the Coast Guard in DC. So my wife and I went to the retirement ceremony, and then we flew to Chicago for that event. And then, we got food poisoning on the way back, whatever, whatever.
Oh,
Oh
But
wow.
nonetheless, we did, and it was a great event. I got up, I performed. It was a couple, I think maybe one or two other comedians on the there, but I got up and performed, and I killed. And people have always been telling me that I somehow remind them of Bernie Mac. I just think it's because I'm dark skinned with big eyes, but you it,
I feel you.
but you know what I'm saying. I'll
Because you're
take,
blessed. I'm big boned it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I appreciate it. It's cool, but and it's cool because everybody's like, you remind me of Bernie, but I know you're not trying to be like
No,
yeah.
no.
imitate, but you just remind me of that. And I wasn't even thinking about that. I just wanted to do good at the event. And then when I got down, and she came to me and she said, I haven't laughed that hard since my husband passed away. And I
Mm.
looked at her and I just said to her, I was like, I need you to say that one more time on camera. I was like, just say that one more time on camera. Because I knew, like, if she said it, nobody could,
Ever
like,
take it
what
away
can
from
you
you?
say? You can't
Yeah.
argue.
Bro, having Bernie Mac's wife co-sign you is like having 1 million followers. Like, bro, what's your credit? Bernie Mac's wife said I was funny like her husband.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see his
bro.
pen to the page. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo, you can't say
yeah.
nothing about that.
Nah, not at
Yeah.
all,
And
man.
Shula King, man, November 22nd through the 24th, Orlando Funny Bone. Make sure you go out and get your tickets. Go ahead, Jay.
I had a question for you, brother. Now you said you didn't want to become a comedian your whole life, but I
Mhm.
wanted to know if Shula King wasn't telling these jokes, what would you be doing? Where were you headed?
Um, I would probably be doing the other thing that I do, which is working at my family's funeral home, or being a pilot, or being an architect.
Okay, all right. I respect that, man. The funeral home thing, though, like, man,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm a licensed embalmer.
yes, you are. I saw.
Yeah,
Hey,
Yeah.
death pays, man. They get paid really well. 8,000 a pop sometimes. More than an architect.
Well,
You know it.
Shula got that embalming fluid, got the shine. You know?
Hey, hey, Shula, what we say in the black neighborhood, Shula is who got the body.
yeah. That's all we need to know. I mean,
Bruh.
but it's yeah, man. My family been in the business since 1945.
God
I
bless.
got it on both sides. My father's side, there's a funeral home, and on my mother's side there was one too. But
Can
my grandfather, my maternal
can I
grandfather,
ask,
passed away
like,
really young. Uh-huh.
you grow up around that? Is there a
hmm
point where like it's not scary anymore as a little kid, or did it take time? Because as a little kid, to me, it'd be scary in a funeral home. Like as a
Well,
little kid, did,
yeah,
did, did you just grow up with it and it wasn't a big deal, or what?
well, no, I mean it's not scary when it's work, because you
Amen.
got to
Yeah.
remember, like, it's the usual work when you 14 and you want to watch TV or whatever, and somebody's like, well, somebody just passed away. And so now you got to go and help them pick up the body and dress the body or
Mhm.
whatever. You like, so I got to a point where I was just like, man, please don't let nobody die today. I want to relax. What I mean?
Bruh.
Just
Sitting there with a
please.
sandwich and some lipstick.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
I'm just chilling. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man.
Eating a sandwich, talking to the body, like you mess up my whole weekend, bro.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
whole weekend,
that has happened. That has happened, bro. I had
Yo,
I had a young guy, like it was a tragedy. Like uh he got killed by the police, but it wasn't okay. And it's gonna sound messed up.
Oh, here we
You know
go.
what I'm saying? It's three black people here, but he got killed by the police. But there's a reason why you didn't hear that on the news, because like all of us are not thugs, but he was one.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
Yeah.
just
Okay. We all,
let's
hey, Shula, we all know a nuck nuck. We all
yeah,
know.
it was because
Yeah, man. We all
like
know.
the thing,
Yeah.
well,
We saw the
the bottom
body cam footage. It made it worse.
yeah, the bottom line is the police, you know, um got, they
Good
exterminated
job.
him.
Good job on this one, guys.
Yeah,
That's the
they
worst case of suicide I've ever seen.
they
Yeah.
got it right. They got him. They caught up to him, and
Mm-hmm.
they did what they did, and then I pretty much
He's like
had
the
to spend my
community march
whole
for the cop on this one.
yeah. I mean, well, I spent my whole Thanksgiving, you know,
Whoa, Thanksgiving.
yeah, man, it was around Thanksgiving, and I spent my whole Thanksgiving in the embalming room trying to put his, kind of make him look
Humpty
decent.
Dumpty and
Pretty
Wow,
much,
bro.
yeah. And it
yeah.
was crazy because I think he killed like 2 or 3 cops.
Oh
Like,
wow. Oh wow.
yeah, he
Okay.
killed
Yeah, that don't
one
end well.
cop and then killed another cop, and so the
Yeah.
word was they were like, "Oh, he said he wasn't going back to jail." I was like, "Yeah, you right."
you're right, man. November 22nd
Shula's
and
on the phone.
24th, we got Shula King. Shula, let me ask you something, man. We got about a minute left. You are a comic for 20 years. You are a star on social media. What's harder? Just getting that social media stand up. Which one is harder to you?
Um, I stand up. I love stand up. I
Mm-hmm.
think I would
It's
have to
in
say
you.
social media would be harder because I don't love it.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
You know
go.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
like
but you
you
get to
know.
do it in your home, though. You don't have to travel to it.
Well, I mean, yeah, but like this comedy thing. This is like the real comedians, and yes, I said real comedians. We
Talk about it.
we love this thing. This is
Mm-hmm.
this is a different kind of fraternity that we're in, and I mean, and it's getting bastardized. And I'm not speaking against social media people or anything like that. It's just that I was, I came into comedy before this shift, and
Yeah.
you have to love this in order to be in this. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's not about a money thing, because for years I did it for free. And I know that I
Right.
understand the hustle, I understand the grind, and this is we love this. You have to love it to drive
3 hours for
for
no
50
money.
for
Yeah.
Yeah.
$50 or for
Yeah,
nothing.
man.
You know what I
For
And you
mean?
got to
nothing.
pay
Yeah.
for your burger. You're like, what?
Yeah, I mean,
Bro.
yeah, it's different. So you know what I mean, and I just feel like Nah, it's not hard because I have a foundation of the hard stuff. I used to live in San Diego. I would drive to LA all the time, 2.5 hours back and forth, perform at the J Spot, and
Yeah.
all these different places. You know what I mean? Like it's when I guess you call it paying your dues, man, because and I know you asked me a simple question, but
Oh, it's all good.
I still want to so I was telling who was I telling? I was telling somebody a story about I was living in San Diego. I drove from Sumter, South Carolina to San Diego, California.
Ooh.
Yeah, just to be a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm in California, and the Laugh Factory, you would do their open mics. So it's not like a lot of clubs where you show up and put your name on the list and whatever. So their open mic was a little different. It's like you have to drive, you have to go to LA, you sit down outside of, there's a line outside of the club or outside the door on Tuesdays. So that, it's LA, so it's probably 20 people, 20, 30 people standing out there on a Tuesday, and it's not a Tuesday night. This is Tuesday during the day. So I drive 2.5 hours to LA, find expensive parking garage to park my car in, go to the Laugh Factory. I'm, number 15 on number 30. So you go in, they open the door, you go in, you write your name on the list, and that is for you to come back next week.
Woo!
Right.
Bruh.
So
Following your dream is expensive.
Yeah. So next week, I got to come back,
do it all
2.5 hours, do the expensive parking. And this is in the middle of the day. So, we get in and there's nobody in the club. There's not an audience there.
No.
You know what I'm saying? There's the manager. So everybody has to perform in front of an empty club in front of the manager.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that's what we do. I get on stage. I'm probably on stage for about 10 seconds, something like that. And while I'm, setting my joke up, the manager looks at me and goes, "Thank you. That's good."
Wait. I got
Yeah. I don't get the joke. I don't get to the so I don't finish my set at all. He's thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Shula King, man. Thank you, brother. November 22nd through the 24th.
Y'all go see my man.
Orlando Funny Bone. Make sure you check my brother out this weekend. Before I let you go, Shula, let everybody know where they can follow at, man.
Man, you can follow me on everything. Just type in Shula King and comedian Shula King on Facebook, Shula King on Instagram, comedian Shula King on YouTube, Shula King on TikTok, and follow my new pages. I have a new podcast called To Laugh at Death, where we come on and people tell funny stories and great memories about people who passed away. We got some great stuff. So if you type in To Laugh at Death, all that'll pop up too. You know what I mean? And please follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff.
Appreciate you,
man. We gotta take a commercial break, man. We be right back. Before we go, James, we talk about death. Who we got? My mama's son in her ashes, baby. We be right back. Real Labs Real Radio 104.1. Back, Real Labs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller and the Big Cheddar Night. Shout out to Shula King. Shula King will be at the Orlando Funny Bone this weekend, November 22nd through the 24th. It's classic weekend, man. So y'all go out and support that brother, man. Join the virtual studio with my comedy brothers. We'll start it off with Mr. Miguel Colon Jr. Miguel, what's up, man? How was Pop's birthday?
Was good, man. Pops had his 68th birthday on Sunday. It was a good birthday. The old man was in bed early too. I laughed. He had cake, he had ice cream, he was hanging out, he was eating. I cooked fajitas, and then at one point he just looked at us. He was like, "All right, I'm going to bed."
That was it.
That was it. It was me and my sisters were there still. We were all hanging out, and we were like, "You don't want to hang out?" He's like, "No, you guys hang out. I'm out."
That's it. I love that for him, brother. I'm almost there, man. I get it. I totally get it,
I do that all the time. When the party's over, when I say it, I'm like,
I'm done.
I give a hand and I where'd Jeff go? He went to bed, man.
I'm done.
They talk about like post-bust clarity. He had post-cake clarity. Right after he ate that cake, he's like, "I don't need none of this."
Yeah. God bless
So
him, though,
joining
man.
the
I'm glad he
virtual
had a good
studio with my
birthday.
dog, Mr. James John, aka the Unemployed. What's up, brother?
Man, I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm glad Pop had a good birthday. First off, happy. I told y'all Christmas is coming up, man. We talked about it on the show yesterday, y'all. But bruh, I started mapping out how much money we gonna end up spending on Christmas already. God dang, man. We need, you know
No,
what?
you not. Them kids are grown-ups.
Yeah. Not to
Those
get
kids are
grown up
grown-ups. Santa
gifts.
ain't real.
Now it's
No,
got to be like
Now they catch
getting a
up.
gift or insurance.
Hey,
Hey.
let me tell you what the kids are getting for Christmas, though. They don't listen to the show, so they won't know. We got them grown-up gifts. They got a Walmart card, a gas card. they got I need to survival cards. What they
James,
got now?
you know how to make money, baby.
Hey,
Show them feet. You
Yeah.
know it, baby.
Mhm.
Stop tripping, baby. I done seen you some flip
Get 'em-
flops, son. Put them feet.
Oh, look at them diabetic monsters. No feeling feet.
Hey, yeah, but there's somebody out there like, man, I love some diabetic feet.
Mhm.
There's somebody
James
out
Foot
there
had a
like,
fit.
man,
It's like
James
Hulk
Foot
feet.
literally had a Lego stabbed in it. Just been
From
stabbed in it for a
19
year and a half.
from 1998, just been in there,
Yo,
just stuck in
man.
there, bro.
Also join the virtual studio with the man who pays all our bills from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast, Mr. Jeff Batman Kaufman. Jeffrey, what's up, brother?
I feel good, man. I did a lot of charity work this weekend.
Which is
Felt
nice.
good about things. Gotta, just do great stuff. Now, we took a bunch of people to the movies last week. 800 people showed up. And
That's
it's
a
just,
lot of people, bro.
it was cool.
That is a
And
lot of
James did blow us off with about 10 minutes to go before the movie.
Yeah.
And then I took
Yeah.
the heat because everyone's like, "Where's James?" I'm like, "Where's James and his feet? He's at home."
Yeah,
No.
he got to put them feet on the internet. He ain't got time for y'all.
Mhm.
I had a choice to make. My wife was sick. I could leave her sick and go to the movie, or I could continue to breathe. So which one y'all want me to do?
Hey.
Well, see, I try to tell people you gotta learn. I was married for like 25 years. I learned
Yeah.
how to say
Damn.
everything perfect.
Mhm.
Perfect. You
Perfect.
gonna go? No, Mom.
Nope.
This is where I need to be.
That's exactly what
Are
I
you
did.
upset about it? No, I'm not. Because
No.
my job is what my job is.
That's it.
Hey, Miguel, I told James what you got to do is what I do with Sean. I give her cough medicine and be like, yeah,
Yeah.
she ain't gonna know I'm
I'll
gone.
tell you what you should. You should have done, James. You should have put your coat on. Michelle's like, where you going? Be like, what I tell you? What I tell you? I gotta be out in these streets. You want cough medicine? You want a humidifier? What I tell you? I gotta be out in these streets. I gotta deal with this crap when I get home. Huh?
Yeah, I
Huh?
don't need this. I don't need this.
And then when you get done
Hey.
looking in the mirror, and she goes, "What are you talking about, baby? Nothing, baby. I'm being silly, Billy. You want me to rub your feet?" I just had to. I left a message for the boys so that they would laugh. But I'm gonna rub your feet. I ain't want to go see that movie I've been talking about all week anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
It's
I don't
fun
even-
to
I
be with an infected.
I
I don't
hate the
even like
Rock.
the color red.
I know,
Red
right?
ain't my color. Y'all know I'm
Yeah.
blue. I'm all
Yeah,
blue. If we
all
would have been
blue.
called
Yeah,
blue
man.
ones, I would have been there.
Blue ones. That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh.
man.
And then we like, yo, you stay home because Michelle was sick. You're like, nah. Let me tell you what. She was giving me some lip. So I said, hey, instead of going to this movie, I'll show you who the boss. I'm choosing to stay here and make you chamomile tea and rub your feet because that's what
Yeah.
I chose.
Yes.
I
yes.
chose that.
Yes.
Yeah, in the mirror.
In the mirror.
Yeah, and then-
Yeah.
In the mirror. Hey, man, I would run something by y'all, man. So I was talking to a comic the other day, and I went to a wedding. Shout out to Mac McClendon and his lady Diane that got married. And a couple weeks before that, a comedy friend of ours got married, and I didn't get invited. And somebody was like, "Did you feel some kind of way?" I was like, "Actually, no." I said, "Because I'm a dude. I don't think we care about weddings like that.
Nah.
Like, do
It has to
I don't,
be.
I don't,
It has to be like somebody that I expect that I'm invited to everything for. Like you
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Like if one of James's kids is getting married and they don't invite me, I don't care. But if James and Michelle had never been married and now they get married, I'm like, we do a show every week together.
yeah,
You know,
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
it.
Like,
You know,
I was
like
That would be weird.
They
That'd be
were like,
weird.
but it's you, Ken. I'm like, that doesn't really mean that much. It might mean something to you, but to that person, they might have been like, nah, I don't, we still cool, but
especially
it
if we
didn't
don't
bother me
hang out like that.
like that.
That's
But
and you
it
got to pay
depends
for
who
stuff.
got. It depends who got invited. See, I don't want to go.
Okay. You checking?
I definitely don't want to go. But if for example, let's just say this. Let's say Ken had did his wedding again, and it was like, oh, James, Miguel, Hurley. I went. At least I get invited so I can buy something off his registry.
You can't buy kosher meals.
Yeah, I'm like, man,
I gotta do 2 kosher.
You ain't doing no kosher.
That's funny.
I just got 2. It's either all Jewish
invited.
people at the wedding or none.
That's funny. All or nothing.
Was invited, James. I was just like, oh, those are his friends.
Those are his people.
Yeah.
But was somebody invited that wasn't exactly his people who was on the same level as you?
I don't know.
No, everybody that was there, I expected to be there. That's why I was just like, it didn't bother me at all. But
here's the thing:
the comedian was more like, yo, but you didn't go. I'm like, hey, bro, I didn't want to go. I gotta get dressed up. Yeah, I gotta buy a gift.
There's
what
where
I'm
I'm
saying. Like I was like, no, I said it really didn't bother me, yo. But I'm with you, Jeff. If it's somebody, and Miguel, if it's somebody that I'm like, okay, James' kid get married, I don't get invited, cool. But if they renew their vows,
and I don't invite all y'all, like, come on, man, that'd be weird.
Some kind of way, man. But I was just wondering, I'm making sure because I was like, maybe it's a guy thing because it didn't. I was like, oh, cool with me. It didn't bother me at all.
I think it's weird now that guys get invited to baby showers. I think that's stupid.
Bro.
No, we ain't doing that.
They do,
hey, man.
They can, but I ain't going.
You're expected to go. Like it's a thing now. Like we the couples go now. Like I don't know when
they might expect you to go. See, James, you a sensitive guy.
Oh, that's what it is.
You the sensitive guy, but I'll tell you what, they don't expect Miguel or Ken to show up. I'll tell you that right now.
But hey,
I'm not buying that baby. I'm not buying that baby a gift until it's born because we don't know. I can't return these diapers.
Oh, bro, he said I'm not going.
You rolled over your baby in the middle of the night, and now I'm out of gift.
You know how much diapers cost?
The audacity.
Yeah. That baby ain't getting nothing till he's 16.
Okay, can we just admit that I don't want to go to a gender reveal? And you still gonna have a baby shower? Like I don't understand.
I mean, who really does? Who does that? When did that start?
Bro, when it started, man. People just started doing it, and they expected you to come. I don't get it.
Hey, my homeboy Angel had the best gender reveal. He did a Marvel like superhero type thing to do the gender. It was dope. Jeff, if you saw it, you'll be proud of it because it was good.
But did he still have a baby shower even after that?
His lady did, but we was out drinking.
Okay, so you didn't have to go to it.
No, we didn't go.
Okay, all right.
We was out drinking. We was out drinking. Now, I will say this, and I'm gonna go ahead and take your shots. So when I was working Nextel, I was the fun team coordinator, bro, which means they gave me a credit card to do whatever I wanted. So I would take the team to Disney World, Universal, cookouts, and we would do baby showers for the ladies who were pregnant. That was the only time I would ever at the baby shower.
I will say this. Are we about to not work for an hour? We can do anything.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, bro. When Sprint bought Nextel and they got rid of our credit card and the fun team coordinator, do you understand how mad we were? Bro, Sprint wouldn't even let us print paper. We couldn't even print.
Funny.
We were so broke, we couldn't even print, bro. But with Nextel, I was taking them to Disney World, Universal. We was having cookouts, bro. Free stuff.
I be talking to girls at work, and I'm like, I know you're gonna terminate it, but that don't mean we can't have a party. Let's get this party done in the next 12 weeks.
Hey, Miguel, you do the gender reveal and the color black.
Yeah.
That's cold.
It's just a flat line.
Yo, shout out to World versus Wade, baby.
Wow.
hey, you pop the gender reveal balloon and a clothes hanger just falls out.
Oh my God. This is it.
This is it.
Hey, Hey, okay? We got weddings. We don't really got to go to gender reveals, baby shower. What's another event you're like? Ugh, I don't want to
Engagement
go
parties.
to.
I've just heard about these engagement parties. People
Ew.
got engaged, and now we're gonna have a party.
Yeah, we did.
Co-ed bachelor parties,
Bad idea.
Kids'
bachelor
birthday
parties all
parties
together.
when you don't have kids.
Yeah, that's weird.
And you're not the
Where they go,
uncle or the.
I
or
get
the,
invited
you
all the
know,
time for that. Like people go, "Hey Jeff, could you come to my kids having their birthday?" I'm going,
No.
Now,
and
I
I've
will
gotten good at
interrupt
it. I
this,
said,
though,
"Wow,
Jeff.
that's really sweet of you." I can't tell you how meaningful that is to me. Nope.
Nope.
I will tell you this though, and I know that James can back me up on this one.
Yes.
A
I know what you're
Latino
gonna say.
kids party
Yes.
isn't for the kid. You don't
At
even have
all.
to see the kids.
At
You
all.
don't ever have to see them, Jeff. They'll be outside playing and doing whatever, and you'll just be drinking, playing dominoes, hanging out with the homies. All you gotta do is show up with some Legos, and you're like, "Hey, this is for Raul." And never once do you have to see the kid. However, at some point during the party, when you're drunk, before that kid goes to bed, he has to walk into the room and thank every adult for everything they got.
That's correct.
And then that's when you're all drunk. You're like, "Hey, get over here! This is what I love. Me and your father. Your dad used to sell blow. You know that?
Hey,
He was wild,
bro. Why is that? When we're
Bro.
drunk,
Yeah.
boy, me and your dad. Let me tell
Yep.
you. Let me tell you about.
yeah.
Let me tell you about your father, Angel.
Yeah.
Hop about, yeah. And then here's the thing too. When we're drunk, and there's nothing creepy about it, but we become old, what I call old values. You'll be drunk, you'll be like, get over here, son, come here. Hugging the little kid. Yo, daddy, I know you met me today. Yo, daddy and me.
Hear me out.
We robbed the liquor store. Hold up, get your uncle. Your uncle was working at the store. Ramon, remember when you was working at that store and I shot you?
Good times. Good times.
And then what do?
Oh my God.
You go in your pocket, you pull out like $5. You like, hey, here, that's your money. Don't tell nobody.
Don't tell nobody.
You buy candy.
Yeah.
You buy candy with that. Don't tell nobody.
Miguel,
Hey,
I got it. I
Hey,
got
we
it.
gotta give a commercial. Just hold that. We
I
gotta
got
go to
it.
commercial. We gotta go to commercial. We'll be right back. That's your money. We'll be right
That's your
back.
money.
Real Last Real Radio 104.1. Real Last Real Radio 104.1. Your nightcap of comedy. I'm Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, go out to social media, type Real Last and follow us on every platform. Also, shout out to
Everything.
Shula King, man. Shula King will be at the Orlando Funny Bone this weekend, November 22nd through the 24th. Classic weekend. So make sure you go check him out. Virtual Studio, James John, Miguel Colon Jr., and Jeff Batman Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn, and the Under Oath podcast. Now, we sitting here talking about events that we don't want to go to in our older age. And James, what you have?
Bro, a graduation for a kid, it ain't ours.
Yeah, 100%.
Bro,
If that ain't family.
How do you have to do that?
Friends.
Not good friends.
You got a
Now,
brother.
if
You got a
you've been
sister.
in part
They
of
have-
if you've been
Go
a
ahead.
part of that kid's life and you're invited to the graduation for that, I get that. No, I get it, man. Hey, your uncles, all this, man. This kid matters like that. But if the kid and me don't have much of a, if you know, like, I'll be
Nothing.
honest with you. Yeah, I don't. Now
don't wanna
I
go.
understand. I understand. Once again, if it's like a Puerto Rican graduation party, hey, I got a box with something I don't care about. Hey, it's a DVD player. Where's the mofongo? Like, when it's those old kind of neighborhood parties, I get that, where it's like, hey, my son graduated, so we're celebrating.
Mhm.
Now I don't care. We're just all here to celebrate. There's gonna be food, there's gonna be music, there's gonna be drinking. You have no obligation to do anything other than be. I just want you at the celebration. But when they're
Gotcha.
like, I want you to come to the graduation,
Oh,
it's like, well, I don't want.
No, nobody
Plus,
said-
man, schools
nobody
is
has to sit through
dangerous
that.
nowadays. There could be a shooting.
yes.
You know.
I got one. I got one. I know we don't like a new neighbor's housewarming party.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
you.
if I don't know him, I'm not. Yeah,
No, I don't-
I'm coming to your
I
house
lived in my
for a
building
party.
4 years. I don't know a single neighbor.
Good. That's
Yeah.
how
I got
it should
people who live
be.
on the other side of my door, and I don't know them.
Mm-mm.
I say we pretend we don't even see each other.
Yeah.
It's like we're walking the hall together. We get on
Like-
the elevator. I don't want to know your stuff. You don't want to know my stuff.
Why
No,
is that?
I know all my neighbors.
I wonder why, because I feel like as a kid, I knew everybody
You
in
knew
my
everybody.
neighborhood.
Yes.
So,
correct.
even I can't say military because that's the barracks. You ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
But even now, I'm with you, Jeff. I know my next door neighbor. Shout out to Jose. My neighbor next to him, I know him. I know the lady next to me and the dude across the street because he's an Army veteran. But the other day, I'm sitting outside and some black people walk past the house. I was like, "Is some more black people in this neighborhood?"
And then Ken called the
I
cops
was like,
on him.
"Yo, I'm like, wait a minute, it ain't just us." They looked at us like, "Yo, what's up?" Like, we were like, "What's up? What's
Ken
up?"
pulled
I'm
the
gonna tell you.
1940s
I'm gonna tell you
Germany.
why. You want to know why? It's real simple. When people come up to you, your neighbors, they don't go, "Hey, man, could you help me with your Wi-Fi?" They don't like
No.
ask you for like tech support crap. For
Mhm.
me, they go, "Oh, Jeff, hey, I got this problem." You know,
Yeah.
I don't know who
I
you
can
are.
see that. Yeah.
You just come to me for free legal.
Well, Jeff, that's your fault. Stop telling people you're a lawyer. Yeah.
You think I have to tell people?
He's on a billboard.
Yeah.
They
Take the
know
damn
it.
bill. Ain't nobody tell you put a billboard up with your vain ass.
Yeah, I got to tell you, the person who works the front desk downstairs, I walk by. Can I talk to you about my divorce?
Ooh.
I was.
You
I
say
got a
no,
pizza.
man. I represent
I
your
got a
husband.
pizza.
You ain't
No,
know?
you can't say no. You gotta be. You gotta
You
be
can
nice.
say no, Jeff. You can say
Jeff, you
no.
gotta
You
start
say
saying
Be
that.
like,
no,
hey,
bro.
man, don't do that.
Jeff,
Watch
you
this.
don't
Yeah.
say no.
No.
Let
No,
me get
no,
$1,000, Jeff.
no, not for that.
Get your ass up. Your vain ass.
You had. That's called 2 months. You got that 1,000.
That's funny.
I get that
as hell, man.
PayPal request every month.
There you
That's
go. That's funny.
Yeah, I'm with you, James. Yeah, kids graduation. Yeah, like I said, unless it's some family, even like my niece. Like I drove to Greensboro. My niece graduated high school, and that's my favorite niece. And I was like, yeah, I drive home for that. But
I'll send money. Just let me give you money. Don't make me go to
Yeah.
graduation. I'll give you money.
Now, the weird thing for me is when I bump it, when somebody, old friend of mine comes in and he's got like a 20-something-year-old son. And I look at him, I'm like, damn, I'm old. 'Cause
Yeah.
that kid looks
that
like
boy
what
look a
I
lot like
remembered his
me.
father to look like. I'm like, damn, that ain't right.
That's funny.
But yeah, I said, Jeff called me like that. Made me look like me.
What's your mama's name? Oh, Aisha.
Hey, I miss child
Oh,
support. That don't bother me.
Yeah.
Kid come up to me, I don't have
yeah,
to worry about
boy.
writing a check.
Ugh.
Your mama double jointed. You know that?
That's
You know that?
Wow.
Hey, let me tell you, man. I used to have to lay a towel down. Hey, here's some money. Keep that. That's for you. Don't tell nobody. That's your money.
He's 20 years old. Is this $5? Yeah.
Go buy some candy with it.
Go buy some candy.
Here's
Yeah,
another. You gotta really be close to somebody. This ain't necessarily a place we don't want to go or an event. This is just something that happens and people ask you for a favor. I gotta really love you to help you move. For you to ask me,
No,
bro, I gotta.
those days are over. Those days are
Bro,
over.
I gotta
Hey, man.
really mess with
Hey,
you.
Jeff, I'm with
Nope.
you, dog.
I crack
Hey,
40. I'll chip in.
Hey, I'll
write you a check. I ain't doing it.
I'm getting them two hunks in the truck or whatever it's called.
2 guys in a truck. That's it.
Man, I
Bruh.
ain't doing it. I ain't
Moving?
since I moved out of my last apartment.
Nope.
Man,
I'm done.
I was hurting.
I ain't
done.
lifting a sheet. I ain't doing nothing.
I'm with you. I ain't doing it now.
You ever do that and you go, wow, my back don't work the way it used to.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not at all.
Oh, in the 20s. You remember in your 20s how many girls y'all helped move? Oh,
Yes.
how many girls? I remember how many
Yes.
girls you helped move in your 20s for 2 slices of pizza and then for her boyfriend to come over later?
Yep.
Like he
Nope.
comes over later on at 9 o'clock, y'all eating pizza, drinking beer, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, baby, hey, these the guys you got? What's up, Flair? Nice to meet you." And he's like, "Here, man, here's some money, man. Go get some candy." And you like, that just what the-
It's just $5.
$5.
yeah,
You looking at him like you mother. Yeah.
yeah.
This what was crazy about moving back in the day. Me would be like, "Yo, who got a truck?
Yeah.
We gonna put it in
Put
the
a
back of
assignment
the
together.
truck, bro. Not even a
Yeah.
U-Haul, a truck. Who got a truck?"
You tie it to
Somebody
the
got a
top,
Tacoma.
everything.
I don't know. I don't know
Tacoma.
very many dudes that got a truck that would let you use it for moving. We got a friend named Jay. Shout out to Jay. He don't put nothing in that truck. It's just beautiful.
That's because trucks
don't
aren't meant
use
to
it
carry stuff anymore.
anymore.
People don't-
Yeah. Back in the
people
day,
that- they
somebody
just
had
like
an
the way
old
it
truck.
looks.
Nobody has that anymore,
Like how
man.
many people got 4-wheel drive and they never go 4-wheel drive?
Never
Four-wheel
go
driving
forward.
in.
Hey, we had 2 people, Big Tim and Ivan D. That was it.
I've indeed.
That was
I
our
forgot
trunk.
about
That was our
Yeah,
truck people, bro. If I
that's
needed a truck,
funny.
and that Big Tim truck was gonna have roaches in it, so just
Oh,
know you
wow.
had to shake your
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
off when you took it in the
Okay.
house. You got to shake the whole dresser. You like,
Yeah. I got bed bugs because I sat in Big Tim's truck.
hey,
That's,
Uh,
that's funny as hell,
yo,
bro.
yo,
Oh my
man,
gosh.
we used to legit get a truck, not a U-Haul.
A truck. Yeah, that's how we
got
did
a
it.
truck and put that stuff in the truck and drive it across town,
Mm-hmm.
make 20 trips.
Mm-hmm.
When you could have just got a U-Haul, one U-Haul, bro, and you was being
oh, well,
cheap.
you can't do the one you hold because they get you. They go $19.99 and $64 a mile.
That's
Yeah.
correct. That's correct. You ain't lying. You ain't
Yeah.
lying.
They
Yeah.
scam you on that one.
I gotta
Ooh,
love
$19. This is good. This is a good deal.
I gotta love you to help you move. I hope y'all listening. 'Cause
No,
don't
I
call me.
I don't love you enough.
Don't
Listen,
call
I
me.
want you to know my daughter. I got bad news for you. I ain't moving you.
Damn, not even your daughter, Jeff.
You ain't doing it either.
Jeff
Who you
moving
kidding?
his daughter. Jeff's moving his daughter. I see how Jeff reacts to the
I ain't
girls
moving
in his
nothing.
office. He treats them like kids. His daughter, not only is she getting moved, he's buying ice cream for the movers afterwards, giving them
Oh, I'm
$5
paying
so they
it.
can
Oh,
buy
he'll
rice
pay
and
Jack.
beans.
Movers.
Yeah, I hear
I'll
you.
pay it. I'm not lifting anything.
Yes.
What does it take for you to come pick somebody up and jump their car?
I'll do any of that. 100%.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
Yo.
I
Hey,
bought jumper
jump your
cables
car.
just for that because it's happened to me.
Okay.
I got jumper cables and I got the box in my car, the jumper box.
You'll help
And
somebody
I
out.
see anybody.
AAA to you guys, man. I don't
Gotcha.
Nah, I'll see anybody. I'll help change a tire. Honest to God, I'll help change your
Okay.
tire with you.
Okay.
Because I got the hydraulic jack, and I used to have when I had the SUV when we were using the work SUV, it had an air system on it because it had air horns, so you could hook up the wrench to it. What's it called? The impact drill, and that was great. Because then you pull up like a pit crew. And you're just
Yeah.
side of the road, man. Hey, side of the road. I have been there in my 20s so many
Amen.
times
Amen.
that I will help as much as I can. I've given
You ever,
strangers.
you ever screw up with the jack? You ever screw up with the jack where you put the jack in the wrong place and the car
Yeah.
burns in?
100%, Jeff. 100%. When I was first using, or I've been back in my 20s. I try to jack up a car and it's like on an incline, and I'm like, and the car's moving, wiggling, and I'm like, everybody move quick. We gotta move quick.
Man,
That's funny.
Just the one thing I gotta say, shout out to my Sergeant Van der Bosch in DC. I hit a pothole on base. My tire got flat. I had never changed the tire before.
First time having a car or something, huh? Yeah.
And he had just happened to be driving by, and he was like, "What you doing, Mill?" I said, "I got a flat, never changed." And he taught me how to change it. I didn't know where to put the jack at. I didn't know. I didn't know any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And shout out to that dude, man. But hey, my kids will tell you this: when they were young, it was in like 6 months where I pulled up and like 7 different cars were stranded, and I helped push them out the street.
Oh, nice.
And my kids like, yo, they thought it was so. They were like, Dad, you like Superman? I'm like, yeah, pushing, because they don't know you just putting it in neutral.
Yeah.
Neutral, yeah.
They're kids, they think I'm pushing a whole ass car, bro.
Yeah.
They're like, Dad's so strong now, dog.
That's funny.
It's in neutral.
I will tell you, I found out the hard way with my wife's old Volkswagen. It wasn't even old, like 3 years old. They don't put spares in every car anymore.
What?
Word?
No.
Yeah, they don't do that. That's a luxury in some
Well,
cars now.
I mean, they got the little tube ones that are hidden.
They don't have Michelle's Jetta did not have a spare.
I think
Was it a
I
new
think,
car?
I think the guy who sold Michelle her Jetta
Nope.
kind of took that tire.
No, there's no place for the tire. They don't
In a Jetta?
in a Jetta. Yep.
It's not in.
That's
It's not in the
You
trunk.
sure it's not
everything?
underneath?
Checked everywhere and then looked it up. Did not have a spare tire. Doesn't come with
That
it.
What kind of car doesn't come
So
with a
where do
spare
you put the spare when you buy the spare for the Jetta?
It's gonna be in your trunk, player.
That's wild, bro.
With a jack,
With a
you're just sitting there. Yo, put it underneath the thing.
I've never seen that, man. I've never
Yeah.
seen that, man.
Yeah. No, come in every
Yeah.
single car anymore. Nah, man. They're gonna find a way to get around, man. Not doing certain stuff to save a couple bucks.
See, you always know you're
put it
broke when you're
somewhere
driving
weird.
on the reserve too long. Have you ever?
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
ever? I'll get to the place. I'll get to the place.
Oh,
and you've been
yeah.
driving on it for like a week.
I drive too much for that, man. But we got to get up out of here. Once again, shout out to Shula King, man. Shula King will be at the Orlando Funny Bone this weekend, November 22nd through the 24th. Go get your tickets. OrlandoFunnyBone.com. It's classic weekend, so make sure you go check them out. James, where you at this weekend, homie?
Bruh, this tonight I'm actually at the Morris Code Lounge with our man Dwayne Williams and Jay Clark, both friends of the show. Man, I hope you guys are out there watching me win Winter Park. Then this weekend, I happen to be at one of my favorite comedy clubs. Man, I'm in Palm Harbor, back at Snappers Grill and Comedy Club with Ginger. I always mess this girl's name up. What's her
Ginger
her
Kelly.
last name? Ginger Kelly. I always messed it up. I'm so sorry, Ginger. You're a nice person too. So if you guys check my social media, go to the website snappersgrill.com, get them tickets and come out and hang.
Cool, cool. Miguel, what you got going on this weekend, my friend?
This Thursday, I'm at Captain Hiram's in Sebastian Inlet. We're
Nice.
doing a comedy show out there at Captain Hiram's Resort. Is me and Sean Madden, and then this Saturday I'm with David Jolly and the boys in Atlanta, kicking it at the Killers of Kill Tony show. So it's
Nice.
gonna be good. But Captain Hiram's this Thursday.
Nice.
Nice. Kaufman, what you got this weekend, my friend?
We got the Under Oath podcast from 7:30 to 9, being broadcast on 104.1, simulcast on 96.9, and Fox Sports. So it's kind of fun.
Nice, nice. Right now, I am in Port Charlotte at Vasani's Comedy Club. If you're listening, and hopefully this weekend they need a feature, and I can stay my ass up there. But if not, man, I'll be kicking it, watching classic and everything this weekend with my wife doing classic stuff. What's up, Jay?
Nice. I just want to make a real quick announcement for people who don't know. Want to give a shout out to Mr. Devin Siebold, who will be performing New Year's Eve at the Orlando Funny Bone. I'm proud of him because whoever gets the headline New Year's Eve show at the Funny Bone, it's a big deal, man. And that guy's paid a lot of dues, and God bless him. So y'all definitely go to orlando.funnybone.com. Get them tickets right now to go see Devin Siebold. There might be a chubby diabetic guy on the show too.
Nice, man. We got to get up out of here, man. I'm Ken Miller. That's Miguel Colon Jr. That's James John. And from the law offices of Kaufman and Lynn, Mr. Jeff Batman Kaufman. Thank y'all for tuning in. James, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night.